Of Reddit, what are your, I looked away for 1 second stories. 1. I was round at my buddy's place. He had kids about 7 and 5. Both super nice kids, nice family. We were sitting in the garden with a beer. The eldest had a foam-covered baseball bat that he'd been hitting foam balls with. Out of nowhere, he calmly walks up behind his dad and takes a full home run swing at his head. Fucking clobbers him. This bat is coated in foam, but it's still wood beneath it, so it's basically mid-level assault, maybe attempted murder. Dazed, the dad turns round to defend himself, at which point the 5-year-old sees his opportunity and grabs the beer from the table and starts chugging it. Not just drinking it, full-on frat boy chugging it out of nowhere. In the 3 seconds it takes me to recover from the shock and reach across the table to stop him, the kids drank about 2/3 of the bottle. Not much for an adult, but a fucking skinful for a kid weighing about 1 stone. Within about 3 seconds, we went from nice family barbecue to concussed adult, domestically abused by a psychopathic 7-year-old, and a wasted 5-year-old. Went real dark real quick. 2. When I was a kid, my mom was watching me play while hanging laundry. When she turned to hang a garment, I discovered a bouncy spot in the grass, and fell down a 100-ish-year-old abandoned well. She said that day took years off her life. 3. My toddler at the time grabbed a stick of butter out of the fridge and tossed it into the fish tank. Minutes later all the fish were floating dead in the fish tank. Last time we owned fish. 4. I was the child in question, 2 years old at the time. We were at the beach, we're about 2 feet into the sea, there's a shelf where it suddenly gets twice as deep. My parents were distracted by my brother, so didn't notice me wander into the surf. When they next looked up, all they could see was my hat, floating away on the water. Panic set in, and my dad sprinted into the sea. Discovered that I was still wearing the hat, and was somehow floating completely vertical, with just the hat showing above the water. 5. Not me but my wife. When our daughter was around 3 and our son was 2, my wife went into the garage to grab a frozen pizza out of the deep freezer, and one of the kids shut the door and locked my wife in the garage. She was banging on the door, and could hear the little boogers in there laughing at her. My wife was not amused. She got a flathead screwdriver from my toolbox and managed to unlock the door. This all took 15 minutes or so. When she got in the house, they were in their room watching cartoons and eating cookies they managed to steal. They would have left her out there all night.